Congress, July 4th, 1776, the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident: that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness; that to secure these rights, governments are institutioned among the people, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed; that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on which on such principles, and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudent, Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariable the same objective vices, a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government, and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. America, that tells us I guess what I'm saying is that applies to us right now. This country has been taken over by a bunch of traitors who lied their way to the top and knowingly deceived you and me. Then went about to see how they could get rid of us. If we don't take this opportunity to shout out and speak as loud as we can, they're going to take it away. They're slowly and incrementally putting the noose around our neck, and just every now and then tightening it. Right now, we have the opportunity to change the course of mankind, change the history of our world, and know what it is to live in a free society where every man is respected for his own individuality, where we have the right to pursue our dreams, and that American dream of having a house, having a vehicle, not being in debt, being able to take vacation time, and not having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to live in a rental apartment. We could have this back, but not if we just stay quiet and keep going along with the game and keep doing what they're telling us to do, ignoring what's really going on behind the scenes, paying attention to the little talking heads, and just believing that little ticker that scrolls across the bottom and tells you what's going on in the world, and never really looking into it. Question what I have to say. Go look. Don't trust anything that just comes out of anyone's mouth. God told you from the beginning He who puts his faith in man that proves himself to be a fool. So go look up what I say. Go look up what those talking heads, what Bill O'Reilly's talking about. Go look what Rachel Maddow's talking about, and see what really is underlined written. Okay, it goes for the alternative network too. Don't just believe what you hear on FBG Live or Infowars with Alex Jones. You're not just don't believe everything you hear with John Bush on KB. What it's I forget the radio station, but just don't believe everything that comes out of everyone's mouth. Go ahead and look into what we're talking about. It's the only way you can find out who's lying to you and telling you the truth. And I'm telling you, America, we have to wake up and you have to speak up. Because if you don't, you're never gonna understand what it is to live in peace, to have a free society. I'm 26 years old, and for those 26 years of life, they have been at war. We have America as a country have been at war for 40 plus years. It's longer than some of us, a lot of us have been alive. Wouldn't you like to know what it's like to have peace, not having to worry about someone killing us or coming over here to destroy us because of our freedoms? Why don't we start leading by example, America, and start being free and living one of peace? Give peace a chance, speak up, and just be heard, America. It's time for you to be heard. The whole world is listening. It's more available to us now more than ever to reach the world platform. And there's ears. There's ears. Go out there and talk. Talk about those two things you're not supposed to talk about: politics and religion. There's a reason why they tried to drill that into you from the get-go. That you don't talk about those two in polite company because they didn't want the people talking about what's really going on. And those are the two wars we're losing right now, is politically and spiritually. We have the opportunity, though, to change this. It's not over. Thanks for your time, people.